For years, fans believe Faith Fraser's story ended in heartbreak. But new clues suggest something far more mysterious, something Claire never expected, something Jamie could never imagine, and something that Season 8 may finally uncover. The wind moves through the empty Scottish hills, carrying a silence that almost feels alive. In that silence, a question rises, one that Outlander fans have whispered for years. What really happened to Faith Fraser? The child Claire lost in Paris, the daughter Jamie never had the chance to hold, the tiny life that shaped the course of their future? Her story was tragic, heartbreaking, and final. Or so it seemed, but there is a growing belief that Faith's fate may not be as simple as the show once made us think. Strange moments from Claire's past begin to feel like warnings, or unexplained visions, a soft voice in the back of her mind during her darkest moments, and Master Raymond's strange words in Paris, hinting that Claire's blue aura and her child's spirit were tied to something greater, something beyond life and death. Many fans now wonder, was Faith's story truly finished that night in the French palace? Or has she been a quiet presence, hidden behind every danger Claire survived and every miracle Jamie witnessed? The feeling is impossible to ignore, the sense that Faith has somehow followed them, watched them, maybe even protected them. Season 8 promises new answers, and early whispers say the truth Claire discovers will shake the Fraser family to its core, a truth that was buried long ago, a truth that Claire has unknowingly carried with her for years. Because sometimes the past does not stay behind us. Sometimes it waits silently for the right moment to rise again, and now, that moment may finally be here, long before the chaos of Season 8. The truth about Faith Fraser was already whispering through the cracks of Claire's journey. Most viewers saw those moments as simple grief or strange coincidence. But when you look back with fresh eyes, the clues stand out like pieces of a puzzle waiting for someone brave enough to connect them. It begins in Paris, in the dim light of the hospital where Claire fought for Faith's life. Master Raymond stood over her with a calm she didn't understand. He spoke in riddles, hinted at forces beyond medicine, and touched Claire's spirit as much as her body. His talk of auras and fates that twist beyond our sight didn't feel important then. But now those moments echo like a warning Claire never understood. Even after leaving Paris, Claire felt something unusual. In moments of danger, she sensed a strange warmth, almost like a hand on her shoulder. When she touched the standing stones again, there was a flicker of energy too soft to question, but too real to forget. And when Brianna was born, Claire felt a deep ache mixed with a strange peace, as if someone unseen was watching over them both. Jamie had his own unexplained moments too. Times when he insisted he felt a presence with them, especially when the world grew dark. He once said it felt like a small light, guiding them, a soft pull that kept them safe. Claire brushed it off as emotion, but the feeling stayed with him for years. Even the books and show give tiny hints that Faith's spirit was never fully gone. Claire dreams of her at strange times. She hears a soft cry when no babies are around. She sees shadows that remind her of someone she never got to raise. All of it subtle, all of it easily ignored. Until now, because Season 8 is starting to tie those threads together. The small visions, the moments of protection, the lingering sense that someone lost was still trying to reach them. These were never accidents. They were warnings. They were signs, and they point to one haunting truth. Faith Fraser's story did not end in Paris. It only went silent. Season 8 brings a storm the Frasers never saw coming. For years, Faith existed only as a painful memory, a child lost too soon. But early story leaks and behind-the-scenes whispers suggest that her presence is about to take center stage in a way no viewer expected. This time, Faith is not just part of Claire's past, she is part of a secret that has been shaping the Fraser family's future all along. It begins with Claire facing a series of strange, recurring visions, flashes of a young girl she doesn't recognize, yet feels deeply connected to. The girl appears in dreams, always silent, always watching. At first, Claire believes it is her mind playing tricks on her, a result of all the loss she has endured. But the dreams grow clearer, bolder, until she can no longer deny the truth. The girl looks exactly like Faith, would have at 8 or 9 years old, around the same time. Jamie discovers an old letter hidden among relics left behind in Lelybrock. The writing is unfamiliar, but the message is haunting. It speaks of a child born between worlds, connected to both life and the unseen, someone who was taken to keep balance until the time of revealing. Jamie brings the letter to Claire with trembling hands. The moment she reads it, her heart stops. The words echo something Master Raymond whispered decades ago, a promise she ignored because it sounded impossible. As Claire digs deeper, more signs emerge. A midwife in the village recalls hearing of a child who survived a miracle birth in France many years before. An old healer in the Highlands speaks of a spirit that protects the Fraser bloodline. And in a private moment, Brianna confesses that she too felt a strange presence growing up. Like a sister she never met but always sensed. All of these threads pull together into one explosive possibility. Faith did not simply die. She was taken, hidden, or saved by someone powerful, someone like Master Raymond, whose abilities blur the line between magic and fate. Season 8 seems ready to finally reveal what happened. Not as a ghost story, not as a hallucination, but as the truth Claire has run from her entire life. Because sometimes the greatest pain hides the greatest secret, and this time, that secret is Faith herself. The truth Claire uncovers in Season 8 is not gentle. It does not arrive with comfort. It crashes into her life like a storm, unraveling everything she believed about loss, destiny, and the price of loving across time. When the final pieces fall into place, Claire realizes that Faith's presence, the warmth and danger, the shadow in her dreams, the quiet whisper in the back of her mind was never imagination. It was real. And now, the truth is standing right in front of her. In a moment heavy with emotion, Claire learns that Faith's spirit has been guiding the Frasers for years, silently shaping their journey. Not haunting them, not warning them, but protecting them. The child she lost never left her, not truly. She existed in the space between worlds, watched over by forces Claire barely understood back in Paris. Master Raymond's promise, once dismissed as strange and mystical, now reveals its meaning. Faith was never gone. She was being kept safe for a reason far greater than anyone imagined. Jamie struggles with this revelation. The idea that his daughter lived on in a way he could never touch or see fills him with both heartbreak and hope. He walks outside into the cool evening air, trying to make sense of it. The sky feels different, lighter somehow, as if the world has shifted. Claire joins him, and for the first time in years, she speaks Faith's name without breaking. They both feel it, an unseen presence around them, gentle and familiar, but the twist does not end there. Season 8 hints that Faith's connection to the Frasers is far from over. Her spirit may not have returned just to protect them, but to prepare them for something coming. Something that ties the past, present, and future together in a way only the Fraser family could face. As the episode closes, Claire stands alone holding the old letter Jamie found. A single candle flickers beside her. The flame bends in a silent breeze, as if touched by a small, invisible hand. Claire closes her eyes, and for the first time she whispers, "I know you're there." The screen fades, leaving one impossible question hanging in the air. If Faith Fraser's secret is finally revealed, what new path will it open for the Frasers next?